Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. It's that time for the daily news. I'm going to start off on the free-to-play and do the red move damage one in case you're having issues with that. I'm just going to use, not him, I'm just going to use Boss Man on the free-to-play. I do have a takedown strap on him. Red takedown 2s though, nothing crazy. Mine happens to be hype 3, so it'll hit a little bit harder. We're running the leg trap in Sagiri, the stun, and then the finisher does 4.2 million base red gem damage, so why not? Entourage, and mine is silver. Entourage is Woods and Balor and Miz for 25% red and Chelsea for 10% red move damage because that's the best I got. I do not have a promoter for stipulation, and my enforcer is just the 5% dom that I can use. So yeah, rules: earn points for every point of damage you cause using red move, 2 points. Way more points for doing any kind of red move damage than destroying gems. So don't even worry about destroying gems. You just want to worry about your best red move damage person. Boss Man is mine. I would say probably pretty easily. Mello can do a lot too. Yeah, but my Boss Man's hype 3, so I'm gonna assume he's gonna hit better. So that's what I'm using on the free to play. I think most of you should have Boss Man. If you don't have Boss Man, Smash has a decent red move damage finisher. Should get you through it, no problem. Decent amount of points. And on top of it, it stuns, so, you know, you get an extra cycle. I mean, if you like that sort of thing, you can do an extra turn and whatnot. So yeah, Boss Man's pretty decent-ish. I mean, not gonna set the world on fire, you're not gonna win Stip or anything. But you can get a decent enough score without a promoter to easily get through it. I mean, so obviously I'm not going to do more of these because that's way more than enough points to get through hard and hell and 3-star all of them. So yeah, I would just run this on Boss Man. For most people, that's probably, you know, going to work okay. I'm doing about 27 million damage with the hype, if you were curious, each turn, but it's 3 cycles, so it's basically about 70 or 80 million red damage, move damage for that score, without a promoter. And that's ranked 1297, which, as far as me goes, isn't terrible, you know, on the free to play. So yeah, that's that. I just figured we would start there. What else? Let's go here. And so it's Striker Day for Titan, which means you're using showboats. I will probably tomorrow morning post a video of Alistair Black without a Royal Rumble, for his build and setup without a Royal Rumble, how you can still do decent damage on Taker, right? Also, I can do this now with Penta. So let's look at the store first and see what's in here, because you should check this every day. I have some Striker wildcard. I'm gonna get that for Roman on this account, OTC Roman. And I'll pass up on the Acrobat for now. So we're gonna do that. And then, as far as hype goes, I got 2 wildcard hype today when I did my hype loot, which means I can now have my first 4-star hype on the free-to-play, and it's Zombie freaking Penta. So let's go. Heck yeah. All right. So as far as anything new, there is no new point tally so far as I saw in Tekken. It's all the same points that there has been, so nothing new there. No new Tekken tours. No new tech in anything except the Stip tour we looked at. That's it. For the same skill plate again, the Rage plate. I did post a video on that with it on for people I really like it on. If you want to check that out, feel free. Um, yeah. So the showdown is basically all that's going on, and then cleaning up the tours for this week. I would go through and get all my tours done today. Um, just because there's nothing really going on besides that. And the showdown is pretty pretty quick, pretty easy. It's not no CSS or anything, just some down and dirty. Use your best showdown people with promoters and get some more Dom shards and armory currency. So really not a big deal there at all. Um, we do have faction boss this weekend, it looks like. So short scouting missions. We got 3 days, so there's that. Interesting boost. We have bleed, 500% bleed. I expect Dudinator Sammy to be probably the best or one of the very best for this one. I haven't looked into it in depth, but just like a pre-spoiler, Dudinator Sammy with all the things should do a 720 million plus bleed. That's not counting hype, right? So 500% bleed, 300% sub boost. Acrobat Seamus comes to mind as someone who would be quite good with a sub boost. Also, anyone that can just spam their sub over and over would be quite good. So, like maybe Mutant Seth with something like this could be pretty solid. And then there's black move damage. Not really sure about this one. Haven't really looked into it. It's 200% black move damage. Don't think a lot about that. Did I say Seamus? Zombie Seamus for the sub? Zombie Seamus is one. There's obviously some other big bleed people. OTC's got a big bleed. Bone Breaker's got a really big bleed. And yeah, stuff like that. So as far as the boss, it's going to be pretty standard. You know, do damage per turn, throw up a shield. You need to break 200 gems any color. That's the best kind because it doesn't matter. Anyone that can spam is good. It turns gems into silence, and then it freezes moves. So pretty standard. Bring in unfreeze and some stuff. Scouting mission, Brawn today. Get that in there. Also, make sure, especially if you're free to play, go to your faction, go to your shop, and then click over to the faction boss shop. You can see I bought everything out. There is shards. You want to buy all of the shards for sure of these that you can. Also, Friday when the boss event starts, or Saturday, it will refresh on its own, and you'll be able to buy shards again, as well as the promoters. And then there'll probably be WCW Ray shards in here, I would assume, or new Ray, Tech Ray. I don't know that for sure, but that's what's usually there. So yeah, you can snag those right away, right? As those will be quite helpful. So yeah, we have boss, and like I said, I expect like Dudinator to be pretty strong. Yeah. So what else, if anything? I feel like there's something else I was going to talk about that I forgot, but that's fine. I'll go back through here. Tekken, we talked about the thing. It's 24 hours. It's for the plate again. The promoter is the new this month's Dom, or the enforcer. So if you don't have this month's Dom, good luck. Uh, Showdown's really straightforward. You just use who you're best, right? And bang it out and get the Dom shards. There is, I guess we should talk about it. There is the rewards, you know, the normal the new Showdown Chest of Disappointment, which can sometimes be good. Again, I think these are great for free, but not anything I would spend for personally. But it does spice it up from a free aspect. Monday Night Meta Tour is here. A lot of people having problems with this one. I posted a video what I used on the free to play. Go ahead and check that out. Also, if you're trying to use Penta, because he makes immobiles, it's not going to work for you. Penta won't work because he's not destroying them, and yeah, it's going to cause some issues. So you could maybe use let me look real quick. So it's a finisher. You would have to use a funky tricolor to break the immobiles. And you're going to give up a turn. So Penta would probably be your okay, but you'd have to use this to stun, fill the finisher, hit the finisher, get the immobiles out. The boss, actually, I don't think the in Stip it'll swipe, but you wouldn't destroy any of the immobile, so you'd use the choose area. Pretty not that great. I think that might work, but don't quote me on that because I've never tried that in Stip. So definitely don't quote me on that, right? Because it may not work for you. But I posted a video on using Tech Cross on the free to play for that. So check that out if you want to know. Um, yeah, for the Monday Night Meta tour, right? So that's that. Let's check the store for offers. So new loot, the Jin Kazama loot, which is the Dom gear. All standard pricing here. Don't like any of these. I would imagine since it's a really long Tekken event, these loots are up for 8 days. We're going to see some double pull stuff, double offers, etc., etc. These were there yesterday. Those were all there. Not new, not new, not new. Buying Blitz tickets again today for Tekken skill plate if you want. So nothing new, nothing new. Nope. Really, really slow day. I already claimed this because I wasn't thinking. I usually do it on camera. I already claimed it, didn't get anything good. And then the other free claim, the appreciation claim, is a couple different striker shards, 100,000. So that's awesome. So good with all that. If you want an update on where the free to play is on Tekken shards, we're right here. Or Tekken prize wall, we're up to 5,569. Like I said, I'm kind of looking at this. Obviously, if I get enough to get a Royal Rumble, I would 100% take that, as I really like that. So that's kind of what the free to play is looking at. Mherex is right around like 20,000, I think, at this point. I have done some spending for sure, though, on Mherex, so keep that in mind. As far as the MLC characters, I'm 12. I got 1,202 shards for Dom, 1,800 to go, and Ray, I have 676 shards on Ray so far. Yeah, so that's where that is. And then as far as the Dom loot, the Jin Kazama loot, 3 featured on a 55 pull. Mega Rare is on a 10 pull. Obviously, Dom comes with the gear, which is funny because if you pull Dom, there's a tour to get his gear anyway. So this loot extra doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, your odds otherwise of 1%. So if you do a 55 pull, you're just going to get the 3 most times and nothing else. These are all pretty good. Jade, not as good, but required all the time. These are more common, but good. Not good. Yeah. Good. Good. Common. Good. Good trainer. Not as much now with Armor King. Okay with everything. Okay. Good. I think he's good with everything, but I'm a mark. Most people, not really worth it for most. You know, freebie right here. Bubba's okay. Maxine is okay. I mean, it's not terrible. But you're not getting points for anything, and you know odds of hitting Dom. And again, if you get Dom, you get the gear for free. So I don't really know why we care about the gear in here. You just assume you're pulling for Dom in this, not the gear. Because if you get Dom, you get the gear anyway. So I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't advance any points. It's not going to get you anything else for the Tekken event. Not going to get you any of the other Tekken stuff. If you haven't got it, and you want to spend $100 instead of doing the pulls, I would get the half off wall. Instead, that gives you access to the ultimate Jin Kazama, or the, yeah, is it Jin? Anyway, the ultimate plate for Dom. So that's what I would do. So not particularly keen on that loot. I'm sure there'll be double or triple offers later. Armory currency, I'm up to 43,500 on the free to play this month, so we're just kind of saving there. And This is where we are without spending any on the armory loot contest. So that's where I'm at. That's what I got for the daily news today, guys. I ended up putting out more content than I anticipated today. So no prize wall video breakdown today on this wall. I will do it tomorrow. I for sure will do it tomorrow. But I've already posted 3 videos today, and this will be the 4th, which is too many. So I'll do that. Probably Showboat Alistair Black, free to play setup for Titan without the build I would use without using Yellow Royal Rumble. And then the news tomorrow, and then the prize wall breakdown for the prize wall we do have, right? So I think that's what I'll do tomorrow for videos. That's what I got planned. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you have a good night, and thanks for watching. And remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, good luck out there. Yeah. Good luck on the showdown and stuff, too. Low stress, low pressure, you know. It's a longer attacking event, but it seems like not a lot so far. Kind of weird. Kind of weird.